Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. All right. Audio is on point. Let's see right here. We got let me align this up here. Let me zoom this in right here. Bam. There we go. And you might be wondering, yo, what up? What up, Carson? How's it going? All right, all right. Court's about to start right now. It is early in the morning. I should be sleeping right now, but I'm not because I am here. What up, Red Ree? So course should be starting up in the next maybe about 7 minutes or so. They still haven't started yet. They're still probably waking up the lollygaggers right now, pulling them out of their cells. They probably haven't washed their face yet. Haven't even taken out the lagañas out of their eyes. Hey, what's up, 420 friendly Tammy? So here we are. Getting the jump on these criminals, if you will. Let's see what kind of cases we're going to be watching today. You know, the usual DV, possession of narcotics, maybe some DUIs. What up, Anna? How's it going today? Oh, let me turn on my camera over here on a YT. Camera. Here we go. Bam, but I'm dark. Let me get a battery. Had to put the new brakes hubs on my truck yesterday. Should it be like that sometimes? Yeah. Were you able to do that yourself, or did you have to pay somebody to get it done? Oh, they turned on the audio early today.
Real quick, guys, listen up. When the judge comes in, all rise and stand up until the judge says you sit down. When it's your turn to come in the courtroom, hat, beads, hoodies, mask, everything off your head, arms up and sleep, okay?
Damn, that's loud.
Everything in this room, both rooms are audio recorded, so you best behave to continue to against you later. Sound good? All right? So, all rise.
All rise. Get your ass up. Ready for court.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 5 a.m. calendar on March 3rd, 2025. Orders were given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. For those of you in the courtroom, what that means for you is this. Not every single one of you has to give your DNA or your fingerprints. If you have to do that, those orders are going to be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released.
Can everybody hear the court?
If you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you are going to get an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Everything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your counsel. Second thing, I'm sure you got a lot of questions. Unfortunately, I'm not your attorney, so I can't answer legal questions for you. So please save your legal questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing lots of different dates. Some of you are going to be hearing about lots of different release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork, but that's why it's important to keep your paperwork and not lose it. If you end up missing a court date or not following a court order, you could just end up back here. Here's how this morning is going to work. I'm going to call two names. The first name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on the chair next to the door, and then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished.
Hey, what up, Maribel Vasquez?
Could I please get Jose Martinez Castro to the podium? Danielle
Okay, thank
Small
you.
to the chair, please.
Thank you for the confirmation that you guys could hear. Highly appreciate it. I hate when the court starts and then everybody lets me know that you guys can't hear. So thank you for that, mother of 6. Gracias a ti. Man, this fool, does he have his own lawyer or what? Let's see what this guy got. He has his own lawyer. Is this live? Well, I don't know. Is it? Let me see right here.
Your Honor.
Good morning. Can I please get appearances starting with the state?
George Kellerman from the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Your Honor, Jesus
morning.
Acosta on behalf of Mr. Martinez Castro, who's present. He's in custody. He's to my right.
Thank you. Sir, could I please get your full name and date of birth?
Jose Jason Martinez Castro, 11/17/2003.
Thank you. Sir, you are here appearing today on a grand jury warrant. The grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on the following charges: manslaughter, Class 2 felony, and aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. These offenses occurred back on October 3rd, 2021. I'm not assigning you an attorney because it appears as if Mr. Acosta will be representing you. Mr. Acosta, are you representing Mr. Martinez Castro solely for his initial appearance or through the remainder of the case?
Your Honor, I didn't have all the information, so at this point, yes, but I'm sure the family will hire me. But if he could get appointed one, we'll try to sign on as soon as possible.
Okay, so I will have you listed as a notice of appearance attorney for now. And then, Mr. Acosta, if you do continue to represent them, then if you can file a secondary notice of appearance, please.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sir, your next court date is going to be March 11th for an arraignment hearing. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. And Mr. Acosta is writing that down for you, and he'll let you know what, hopefully he'll remind you when that is and where that's going to be.
Appreciate it.
And Mr. Acosta, I imagine you would like to be heard regarding release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. I read the recommendation of the state. One thing it doesn't document, which I know the court has stated, this occurred about almost 4 years ago. This was when he was a juvenile. Obviously, as juveniles, people make mistakes. I understand this was a major mistake, so we're not asking to be released on his own recognizance, but we are asking that a bond be placed that is something that the family or he can afford. He is working at this point. He is doing well. He's not consuming alcohol in any major way. When he was pulled over for this situation, he did not have any alcohol in his system. He does have employment. He does indicate that he is, and I guess this is something we'll discuss with the state, but he still is in contact with the deceased's family. They are friends. They are still, I'm not saying that they didn't want prosecution or anything like that. I have no idea with that, but he does assist in the payments and maintenance for the kids of the deceased. They have been in contact. They are friends at this point, and he would like to be able to still continue this that he's done for the victims' families, maintaining them, because obviously their expenses don't stop. He would like to be out there working. He would like to be out there dealing with this matter there. He has not ran. He is still around. He will stay in the same location that he was staying at when he was arrested. He wasn't arrested at the location, but where he was residing at that point. He does have family support. He has family that are currently watching on the monitor outside. I didn't talk to them. I've talked to several other family members who are there to support him, his mother, his father, his brother who's outside, his significant other. There are other family members who are willing to make sure that he appears for court. He does have that family support. He does have employment. He has lots of reasonings to allow him or make the request to get a lower bond. Your Honor, we asked for a bond of $25,000 or so. Other than that, Your Honor, nothing further.
Thank you. Mr. Kellerman?
Your Honor, defense counsel makes salient points. It's the state's position at the initial appearance simply to request that the grand jury warrant be affirmed in the amount of $100,000 secured appearance. And I believe it's the practice of the initial appearance court that any grand jury bond of $10,000 or more at the initial appearance is affirmed, and it remains for further or future hearings for the arguments of defense counsel to be considered and acted upon. Thank you.
What up, Jessica?
Mr. Acosta, anything in response?
And I still make the request that we've stated. Like I tell you, the charges do stem from a long time. My client could have ran, he could have disappeared. He's never done that. He's always been around. He was a child at that point. I understand he was an older child, but he was a child nonetheless. He was 17 years old at that time. He is now older. He's now more mature. He is doing what he has to do. A lot of people would not take on assisting family members, or not family members, but friends that he has harmed. He has been doing that. Not that he should be applauded for that. It's something that he's taken upon himself. It is something that I think should at least be acknowledged. Your Honor, we still make that request.
Mr. Acosta, there are 2 victims in this matter. According to your client, and without divulging any client confidence, though, which victim is he supporting?
Your Honor, he assists the deceased, which was the girlfriend's sister. She's the one who had children. The ex-girlfriend is alive at this point. They are in contact, but they're no longer a couple.
Mr. Kelman, do you have a position on victim contact based on what you heard from defense counsel?
No, Your Honor. At this point, the state would allow whatever relationship has existed heretofore to be continued.
Thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate that. Sports. So I know people just keep on jumping on right now and asking what he did. He was accused of manslaughter.
Reprint, please.
Who and why? I don't know.
Thank you to both counsel. Upon hearing from both counsel and in reviewing the record that's before me, including criminal history and the Form 4, I'll be making the following orders. Sir, at this time, I am going to be affirming the grand jury, the bond set by the grand jury. It's $100,000 secured appearance bond. What Mr. Kellerman's counsel for the state said on the record is correct. We rely heavily on the information in the grand jury because we here in the initial appearance court, we have no information apart from what's given to us through that grand jury warrant. The grand jury has had all that information. And so based upon that, I'm going to be affirming the $100,000 bond at this time. Whether it's Mr. Acosta or any future counsel, if he can renew his request to have that bond changed at a later date. Furthermore, should the defendant be able to post that bond, he'll be placed on pretrial services release with alcohol testing and monitoring, drug testing and monitoring. He'll be fitted with an electronic ankle monitor. I initially had no contact with any victim or witness, but I have taken off that restriction. If the defendant is able to bond out, he's not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If he has any passports, he must surrender that passport at his next court date. Mr. Kelman, do you have anything further to add?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Acosta, anything final?
Just a question, Your Honor. I believe I know the answer, but I just want to make sure. It's $100,000 secured appearance, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Anything further from either counsel?
Damn, he ain't going nowhere.
Okay, sir, your next. Thank you, sir. Again, your next court date is March 11th with Downtown Superior Court, and if you would please wait with your counsel, you're going to be getting new paperwork printed for you. Okay. Oh, he's getting new paperwork. Correct.
So the only thing that I caught was his last name. His last name was Acosta. I couldn't tell you what his first name was. Maybe if somebody in the chat got it, they could go ahead and drop it on there. Also, I know some people are asking, is this live? Yeah, this is live and direct, coming to you directly from my house. This is Maricopa County Court in Arizona.
It allows victim contact.
And this young man was accused of manslaughter. Damn.
Hey, Deputy, can I please see the release order for the paperwork that was supposed to go to him? Yeah,
Damn, yeah, they do. They do. I'm in Pacific Standard
Yeah, that's the
time
wrong
zone,
one.
so where I'm at it's 5 o'clock. But I mean 4 o'clock. But they start court
Yeah.
over there in Arizona at 5 a.m. and they run it all day. I think they do it like 8 times in a 24-hour period. So I know a lot of people are not used to that because I'm from LA and they would only hold court once a day, and they didn't do it on the weekends. They didn't do it on Saturday. They didn't do it on Sunday, and here they do. Let me see live and direct. No faking on this page. That's right, Pablo. You know what it is.
Thank you. Danielle Small to the podium. Christina Jensen to the chair, please.
7 a.m. Eastern in New York right now. That's right, Molly Joe. So up next up.
Name and date of birth, please.
Daniel Small, 3/19/72.
Thank you. You're here today in a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, refusal to give a true name, Class 2 misdemeanor, criminal damage, Class 2 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $15,000. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services release with an electronic ankle monitor. Furthermore, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if this applies to you, you may not reside with the alleged victim, even if you're the owner or renter of the property. You're allowed one civil standby with local law enforcement to return to collect any essential belongings, and you're cautioned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to a Class 6 felony. If you want to please step to your left, please.
Hey, thank you for that, Nicole.
Christina Jensen to the podium.
Apparently his name is Jose
Eric
Martinez
Susan Kiwa
Castro.
to the chair, please.
And it's 409 in El Valle Imperial.
Name and date of birth, please.
Christina Jensen, 12/8/89.
Thank you. You're here today on two matters, a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal trespass, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond at $10,000. If you're able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you have to contact your PO within 3 days if you bond out.
Okay.
When it comes to your probation violation, you're getting an attorney. Your next court date is March 10th. Affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge is $250. That's on top of the 10 grand. And same conditions of release. Most important one, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork?
Damn, she looked mighty tough.
Eric Susan Kiwa to the podium.
I believe it
Chelsea
was a
Frost
she.
to the chair, please. Sir, name and date of birth, please.
10/10/2000.
Full name, please.
Eric Emerson Tsunkiwa.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for burglary, a Class 3 felony, criminal damage, a Class 6 felony, and disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $5,000. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services release with an electronic ankle monitor. You're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If there's any orders of protection that are put out against you, you got to follow those. And you're cautioned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to a Class 6 felony. If you want, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
Next! Up next.
Chelsea Frost to the podium. Gabriela Guevara to the chair, please.
What kind of case do you guys think we're going to get next?
Name and date of birth, please.
Chelsea Frost, October 13th, 89.
Thank you. You're here today on 3 matters, a Superior Court new case and 2 probation violation warrants. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for attempted shoplifting with an artifice, Class 5 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $3,000. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days, And also, you may not enter any Ulta stores or their premises.
No auto
For your
stores.
2 probation
That's all
violation
bad.
warrants, you're getting an attorney. Your next court date on both of those is March 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. And there are $50 secured appearance bonds on each of your probation violations. So a total of $3,100 secured if you want to bond out. Same conditions of release on both your probation violation warrants. Go ahead, please step to your left, your paperwork, ma'am. Gabriela Guevara to the podium. DeJuan Stone to the chair, please.
My wife will be devastated. Up next on The
Name and
Price
date of
is
birth,
Wrong.
Gabriela Pinto Guevara, August
Ay, ay,
18,
ay.
1990.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your original judge, the $2,500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
How much is the bond?
$2,500.
Oh, yeah, she ain't going nowhere. She's staying.
And that's secured, so you can use a bond company if you want to, or if you can. Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork, ma'am.
Right, Anna?
DeJuan Stone to the podium. Evan Garza to the chair, please.
Damn, hey. We're starting off pretty good today. Well, I mean for us, not for them, because
Name
obviously
and
they're
date
in
of birth,
jail.
please.
040277.
Name, please.
DeJuan Stone.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court Nuke case. You've been arrested for theft, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $2,000. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your parole officer within 24 hours.
Come on, Jay, you already know.
Is that bond cash?
No, it's secured, so you can use a bond company if you can.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Evan Garza to the podium. Terrell McCollum to the chair, please.
Hey, man, there's nothing like being free, man. I'm glad, man. I'm glad I don't be out there committing crimes and whatnot, because, man, then you get caught and then you end up
Name and
online
date of
like
birth,
this.
please.
It's crazy. It's wild out
Evan
there.
Garza, August 1st of 86.
Thank you. You're here today on 3 separate matters: a Superior Court arrest warrant, a Justice Court warrant, and a municipal court warrant. So let me talk to you about your felony warrant first. Probable cause is previously found for 4 counts of aggravated DUI, Class 4 felonies. These all occurred back in November of 2019. I am assigning counsel. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by the judge in your case, it's a $500 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You have a Justice Court warrant. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be March 5th. That's at the Country Meadows Justice Court. Affirming the bond set by the judge there, $400 secured appearance bond. And then you have a municipal court warrant. I am assigning counsel. Your next court date is March 12th. That's at the Goodyear City Court. Affirming the bond set by the judge, $100 secured appearance bond. Grand total is $1,000 secured for all 3 of your cases. Same conditions of release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Okay. Thank you. Want to please step to the left for your paperwork.
Actually, the court's, it's
Terrell
5:15.
McCollum to the podium. Andrea Smaltz to the chair, please.
It's 5:15 because there's an hour difference between LA and Phoenix, Arizona.
Hi, sir. Name and date of birth, please.
Terrell McClellan, October 1st, 1995.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be March 10th for both of those probation violations. I'm affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge. It is $750 secured on one, and then $100 secured on the other. Total $850 secured appearance. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Not to return to the scene of the arrest. No contact with any victim or witness. Most importantly, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Andrea Smaltz to the podium. Mina Baca to the chair, please.
Man, how do you violate your probation on crutches?
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Huh?
Name and date of birth.
Andrea Smalton, 1384.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony, and disobeying an order of the court, Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $500. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're going to be in pretrial services release, and you're going to be fitted with an electronic ankle monitor. You're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, you may not reside with the alleged victim, even if you're the owner or renter of the property. You're allowed one civil standby to collect any, with local law enforcement, to collect any essential belongings, and you're cautioned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to a Class 6 felony. Go on, please step to your left for your paperwork, ma'am.
Man, domestic
Mina
violence.
Baca to the podium.
Sunday
Jose
night?
de la
Man,
Cruz
come
Vega
on
to the chair,
now.
please.
Why is it so hard just to walk away? Is it that serious to put your hands on
Hi,
somebody
hi,
else?
name and date of birth, please.
2475.
No bueno.
Name, please.
Mina Baca.
Thank you. Apologize for mispronouncing your first name.
It's okay.
You're here on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney, and your next court date is going to be March 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge, it's $500 secured. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the arrest, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay, look, I was in a treatment program, and I had to get transferred out of there because they shut them down. And that's why I couldn't get a hold of my probation officer when I first got on probation.
I hate when that happens.
And I just was at I guess they called the cops and started saying that I was trespassing, and we were heading down towards Cass to get into a treatment program, another treatment program.
Gotcha. Ma'am, I get your story, but this is something you got to tell your attorney so he can tell, or he or she can tell your probation violation judge, because at this point he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so at this point I'm going to affirm that bond, and then.
Isn't it $50 though? I thought it was like $50, $100.
No, it's a $500 secured, so you can use a bond company.
Okay.
It's not cash. You don't have to pay the full cash amount.
Okay, but so what am I in here for? I mean, just for them, because I never got to talk to my probation officer when I got released.
Come on,
That's
lady.
just it.
Like, you're like old enough
And then
to
I got in
know.
a treatment program.
No, what time it
And I've
is.
been in the treatment program for like 2 years.
Yeah, and so this is
my first time being
Yeah, it says that you didn't report as directed on August 13th, 2024.
Yeah.
Your last report date was July 24th, 2024. And then also you didn't reside in the residence approved by the adult probation office.
Which one was that? My son's apartment?
I have no idea. The probation violation judge knows more than I do. All I have is the warrant.
Because, the first probation officer that came over said that it was fine because I was staying with my son.
Yeah, and you're supposed to keep them up to date about where you end up going.
But after that, I lost my phone, and then when I got into the treatment program, my caseworker was the one that tried calling.
Sure thing. So that's the thing. This is stuff you got to tell your attorney and tell the judge, okay?
Next,
to get
lady.
that bond removed.
Got
all right?
time for you right now,
All
lady,
right,
with
thank
your
you.
excuses.
Please step to your left.
Let's keep it moving.
Jose de la Cruz Vega to the podium. Bridget Esquivel to the chair, please.
Que pase el desgraciado, como dice la señorita Laurita, or Laura. You guys know, if you guys be listening to Spanish TV, who that is.
Name and date of birth, please.
June 4, 1987.
Name, please.
Jose La Cruz.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $500. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, you may not enter any Home Depots or their premises.
We got banned from
One, please step to the left for your paperwork, sir.
Hey, that one lady, she should have just said that her
Bridget Esquivel to the podium.
that her dog ate her
Sanders
excuse.
to the chair, please.
Because, it wasn't making any sense whatsoever. Come on, lady, just take your violation.
Hi,
take it
name
on
and
the
date of birth,
chin
please.
Bridget Esquivel, March 9th, 1986.
Thank you. You're here
better
today on a
next time.
probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney, and your next court date is going to be March 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge. It's a $250 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay, can I pay cash for that? like that if I have the money on me now? I'm not my person, it's my property.
Yeah, so that's the tough part. They're not going to give you your property until you're out, and so you're going to have to call someone to pay and then pay them back or something like that. Unfortunately.
All right, that's fine. I can do that.
Okay. Yes, but yeah, if you can call someone, yeah, you can get out.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Arnott Sanders to the podium. Candace Tejas to the chair, please.
Hey, this is not a way that I would want to
Morning.
start
Name, date of birth, please.
my week.
Perez Leon Sanders, September 9th, 1998.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney, and your next court date's going to be on March 10th in the downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's $250 secured.
Okay.
Sir, if you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you. Want to please step to your left?
And this is
Candace Tejas to the podium.
This is Pima County,
James
Arizona.
Breon Pearson to the chair, please.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Name and date of birth, please.
Candace Marie Tejas. My date of birth is 10/22/81.
81, not 80.
Yeah, 81.
Orange is the new black, they say. Is this live
Thank
court?
you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony,
Wow.
criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor.
Drop
I found
one, flesh
probable
one.
cause on the criminal damage, the Class 2 misdemeanor. I have not found probable cause on the aggravated domestic violence, Class 5 felony at this time. I want to warn you, though, that just because I don't find probable cause doesn't mean that the county attorney's office, the prosecutor, they can find probable cause at a later date. So don't think that it's going away completely, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I have found probable cause as to the misdemeanor. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 18th and March 20th in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today, but there's some conditions to your release.
Okay.
You're going to be placed on pretrial services release. And so you're going to have to be supervised. You're going to be fitted with an electronic ankle monitor.
Okay.
Ma'am, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. You're not to have contact with any of the victim or witnesses. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. I'm not sure whether this applies to you or not, but you may not live with the alleged victim, even if you're the owner or renter of the property. You're allowed one civil standby with local law enforcement to return to the residence to collect any essential belongings. You're cautioned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to further felonies. Ma'am, do you understand these conditions of release?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you promise to follow these conditions?
I promise.
And do you promise to appear on March 18th and March 20th at the downtown Superior Court?
She said
And ma'am, do you understand that if you do not appear, that a warrant could be put out for your arrest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing her to the supervision of pretrial services.
Domestic
Ma'am,
violence.
it's your responsibility once you're released to call pretrial services during normal business hours.
Okay.
If you fail to contact them, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think this is her
thank you.
first
Please
time.
step to the left of your
Thank
paperwork.
This might be her first time in
James
custody.
Breon Pearson to the podium. Victoria Martinez to the chair, please.
My apologies for anybody that gets offended.
Morning,
that I'm
name and date of
laughing.
birth, please.
James Breon Pearson, 12/11/97.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated DUI, Class 4 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 18th and March 20th in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today, but there's some conditions to your release.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be placed on supervised release. You're going to be alcohol and drug tested and monitored.
Yes, sir.
You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And furthermore, most importantly, you may not operate any motor vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand all these conditions of release?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to appear on March 18th and March 20th in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand that if you do not appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing him to the supervision of pretrial services. Sir, it's your responsibility to call pretrial services during normal business hours. If you fail to call them once you're out, you may end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Pretrial
thank you.
services.
Please step to your left for your paperwork. Victoria Martinez to the podium. Kevin Jackson to the chair, please.
Damn, everybody's going home now. They'll be out in a few hours. If you guys want to go pick them up, they'll probably be out in 4 to 5 hours.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
9/12/73.
Full name, please.
Excuse me? Oh, Victoria A. Martinez.
Thank you. You're here today in a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for burglary, a Class 3 felony, I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are March 18th and March 20th in the Downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today.
Okay.
There's some conditions to your release.
Okay.
You're going to be placed on supervised release with pretrial services. You're going to undergo alcohol and drug testing and monitoring.
Okay.
You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions of release?
Yes.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, I do.
Do you promise to appear on March 18th and March 20th in the Downtown Superior Court?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand that if you fail to appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest?
Yes.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing her to the supervision of pretrial services. Ma'am, it's your responsibility to contact them during normal business hours.
Okay.
If you fail to contact them, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Please step to
Thank
your
you
left.
very much.
Kevin Jackson to the podium.
Hey, what up, Tammy? How's it
Ola
going?
K. Gavin to the chair, please.
Morning. Hey, what's up, homegirl?
Name and date of birth, please.
1785.
Name, please.
Kevin Jackson.
Thank you. You're here today in the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, criminal trespass, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause on all charges except for the possession of dangerous drugs. Sir, like I told another person over there, just because I don't find probable cause doesn't mean the county attorney is prosecutor. They won't find it later. And so I just want to warn you that it's not necessarily going away. It just might come at a later date. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Sir, I am assigning you counsel. Your
I
next
gotta
court
start
dates are
the
March
stream over
18th
again.
and March 20th in
I'll
the
be back in
Downtown
2
Superior
seconds.
Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. Sir, you're going to be placed on pretrial services release. You're not to return to the scene of the arrest, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Sir, do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
And do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to appear on March 18th and March 20th at the Downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
And do you understand that if you fail to appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest?
Yes.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing him to the supervision of pretrial services. Sir, it's your responsibility to call pretrial services during normal business hours once you're out. If you fail to call them, you could end up back here. Do you understand
What
that?
up, Laura? Hey, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Ona K. Gavin to the podium. Roel Ramirez to the chair, please.
Hey, what have you been watching, Laura? If you don't mind sharing.
Name and date of birth, please.
Aniki Gavin, January 18th, 1999.
Thank you. I apologize for mispronouncing your first name.
No worries.
You're here today in a municipal court new case.
Good morning.
You've been arrested for 2 counts of threatening and intimidating Class 1 misdemeanors. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be April 1st at the Surprise City Court.
Surprise.
On your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today, but there's some conditions you got to follow.
Yes, sir.
You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any of the victim or witnesses.
Yes, sir.
Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You must obey any orders of protection or orders against harassment that are put out against you. Do you understand all these conditions of release?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you promise to appear on April 1st at the Surprise City Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that if you fail to appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest?
Absolutely.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. Sir, please step to your left for your paperwork.
How long before he's back do you guys think?
Roel Ramirez to the podium, please.
Yeah, you know what? It's
Hi,
hard.
name and
It's
date of
hard to
birth,
break the
please.
cycle.
Well, I remember to say 15 of 84.
Thank you. You're here today in a Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for driving on a suspended license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because you don't get a free attorney for the types of charges that you're facing, but you can hire one if you want to. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, sir. Your next court date is going to be March 18th. That's at the White Tank Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release.
Get your elbows
Sir,
off
you're
my
not to
podium.
possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid
Who is
driver's
this guy?
license. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you promise to appear on March 18th at the White Tank Justice Court?
Yes.
And do you understand that if you fail to appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
What's up with these people?
For the final
This-
2 matters, I'll be visiting these individuals back at their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. Kathy White, date of birth 9/4/1972, is here on a Superior Court new case. Arrested for aggravated assault, aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony, assault Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning counsel. Our next court dates are March 10th and March 12th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting secured appearance bond at $2,000. If she's able to bond out, she'll be placed on pretrial services release, alcohol testing and monitoring, and be fitted with an electronic ankle monitor. She's not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Must obey any orders of protection. May not reside with the alleged victim. Chip Sagao, date of birth 9/12/1964, is here on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Next court date is March 10th in the downtown Superior Court. Affirming a bond of $750 secured. If he's able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and must contact their probation officer within 3 days. After visiting these individuals back to their cells, if there's to be any changes to these release conditions, I will come back on the record to make those changes. This concludes the 5 a.m. calendar.
Damn, that's it. That's it for now. But there's going to be another one at 7. I don't know if I'm going to be up and down. I'll probably be sleeping. But if you want to catch the 7 o'clock one, for sure, I'll be running it on my YouTube page at CollectCallFrom. If you want to check that one out, at CollectCallFrom. That one for sure, I'll be running it on YouTube. Today, we're going to be doing, what course are we going to be doing today? Today, we're going to be doing some border. That man that had, Laura, that dude that had 136 years. That was a wild one, too. You know what? It was kind of hard to understand what he was saying just because of that country accent. It really threw me for a loop, if you will. Hey, if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Whenever you see me do these hearings and whatnot, hey, thank you, Coco. They are live. We do different states. We just started doing Miami-Dade, Florida, Orange County, Florida. We do Pima County in Arizona, Maricopa County. We do a little bit of it all. We also do border parole hearings in different states: Utah, Connecticut, Virginia, Oregon. A little bit of everything. We also do live prison phone calls and video calls from time to time, if you will. Anyhow, hey, I just got home. I've been at work. I just did a 10-hour shift. I'm tired. I gotta go ahead and get some sleep. But before I went to sleep, I had to do this. I had to get this in right now. You know, at least try to do at least one stream a day whenever I'm working. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you guys. I am Collect Call James, and you guys are watching. You have a Collect Call From. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it lights out. And with that, we're out. Rato y buenas noches for me because I'm about to go to sleep. But you guys are probably just waking up. So I'll see you guys later on, all right? Have a good one. All right, YT. So I'm gonna cut the stream right now, and then I'll go ahead and set it up before the 7 o'clock stream. All right. You guys have a good one. All right, and I'll be back.